kid drops dead right there and then. Lucky me. I mean, oh no, how sad.
Yeah, okay, I get what he means. Okay, yeah, okay, let him cook.
But listen, I didn't kill it, right? Or
True.
exploit it in any way. So since it's not breaking the 2 major rules of veganism, right? Can I not pop it on the grill and have some burgers with the boys?
No, because I've heard some statements from some vegans where they said that the reason why they don't eat meat is because they think of it as eating a human. Yep. They are so delusional that they think that eating human meat and animal meat is equivalent. Yeah. So you just can't win. You can't win in arguments because they're all irrational. And the rational people are not arguing with you, you know? I haven't seen this motherfucker in a minute, bro. What the hell? Some of you might not be known or not known. Acquaintance with this particular YouTube channel. However, this guy is huge. Okay. I don't know when did he start making videos again. 5 months ago. So his name is Grade A Under A. And he uploaded a video. Question I want to ask a vegan. I mean, honestly, there are a couple questions I like to ask some vegans. Alright? So let's see if he addresses any of them. So let's see. And he's still uploading in 4080p, I see.
Animals! We all love animals, mate. And no one loves them as much as vegans.
For real?
Except maybe zoophiles. But listen, all vegans want to do is end the suffering of animals, right? Yet somehow, they're almost universally hated. Not gonna lie, right? That's actually kind of impressive. Now, how the fuck do you do that, mate? But as annoying as they are, right, I think I found some mistakes that vegans have been doing. And also, right, there's a few things about veganism that I don't understand. So to better understand the vegan cult a little better, right, I have a few questions, mate. So I'll present to you, right, part 1 of questions I've always wanted to ask a vegan.
Now, one of my questions would be is, why do you think it's so important to keep forcing other people to start doing what you think is morally right? Why are you pushing your morals onto other people outside without any reasons, without any clarifications, without any valid arguments outside of I feel that is wrong?
But I can't, because they're a little bit scary. Let's go.
Eggs and milk.
Oh, listen, here's the thing, right? I don't 100% fully understand what you can and can't do as a vegan. Now, listen.
Alright, so there's a whole misunderstanding about what a vegan is and what a vegetarian is. And you also have a pescatarian, alright? And that means you only eat either fish and no meat. A vegetarian only doesn't eat meat or fish or any animal, and a vegan at least shouldn't eat or use any animal product. Okay, so that's the differences as far as I'm aware. I might be wrong on it, but we'll see.
Listen, I get the whole thing about eating fruits and vegetables is fine, but eating meat is unethical, right? Because animals have to die to give us meat, obviously. But why can't you have eggs and milk? Like, mate, cows and chickens don't die to make eggs and milk, right? Like,
it's the industry. They think the industry is barbaric, and the animals don't get treated right. But meanwhile, they have never actually stepped a foot in a real farm in real life. So all their information is about like these horrific videos where animals get tortured from like the 1995's fucking times, right?
They just pop out eggs and milk as part of being alive. So why not have some? Because eggs and milk come from factory farms, which are cruel grade, and by eating them, you're contributing to... Like, yeah, I get that, right? But what if you had cows and chickens yourself, right? And you were nice to them?
Ah, now that's the thing. Then they shouldn't be able to say, like, well, I'm not gonna eat any milk or eggs anymore because, well, I treat my animals right. And, you know, all that. But there's definitely some unreasonable vegans, and there's reasonable vegans. Obviously, every kingdom, every community has different people, and there are always reasonable and unreasonable people in every community, right? It's just the most we come across in the vegan community are the loudest that are really unreasonable about a lot of things. So yeah.
Let's say you're an animal lover, right? And you got lots of land, right? And you decide to buy some chickens and cows. And you love them and you cherish them like you're fucking Mary Poppins or something, right? Oh my God, you spend all day hugging them and kissing them and singing songs to them and providing them with everything they need to have the best life, right? And in doing so, oh, look at that, mate. I'll pop a few eggs, right? And I'll squirt some milk into a conveniently placed bottle.
Yep.
So why can't you have those? Now, why is there not such a thing as vegan milk and vegan eggs?
Vegan milk and vegan eggs. I like that.
You know what I mean? Because, mate, that is $1 billion idea, is it not?
Seriously, which vegan wouldn't be binging on these and vegan cheese too? Yeah. However, they don't trust the government to treat animals correctly. Sure, they can have like local businesses or like local people that they know that do these things, and they might be okay with it. But they need to be very, 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 very sure, because they believe that a lot of people lie about how they treat animals, and some people don't understand how animals should be treated sometimes, because sometimes animals just don't do what you want, even though it's good for them. Like, for example, whenever my cat needs some medicine because she just got her tooth pulled out, that didn't go easy, okay? And consent in that instance is not something you are asking for, and it's not something you are supposed to go with, because if you wait until my cat wants to eat medicine with her consent, then well, she's gonna have a lot of pain in the meantime, right? So sometimes consent and like manhandling, I guess, animals is just necessary for certain things, okay? Certain things. But yeah.
And God knows you skinny as fuck vegans could do with the protein, do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Like, the definition of veganism by the Vegan Society says veganism aims to exclude all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals, right? And these eggs and milk were gotten with zero exploitation or cruelty to animals. None of that, right? Just hugs and kisses. So if vegans love and cherish their own cows and chickens, right?
Yeah, but that's a problem. They don't understand that regular farms, I'm not sure how it's in the USA, but here regular farms have like certain restrictions, certain rules, certain like requirements to like how they should treat their animals, how they can keep their animals, where they can keep them in, how they get treated, what their temperature is, and blah blah blah, right? It's like a real hotel at this point. And none of them hurt their animals, but vegans still scream up and down about how they can't eat milk or drink milk, and how they can't eat eggs. So it just, I get the idea of it. The idea is really solid. But there's one thing that you're forgetting, and that is these people are not rational. Okay?
Can't they enjoy a nice egg omelette with a tall glass of milk? No! No animal products allowed, Grade! Even if the animals had nothing but love! Because,
it's still exploitation.
Because we can't have anything that comes from an animal! Period! Vegan logic!
not even wool. They have to be shared, by the way. Like, sheep need to be shared, otherwise they would be way too hot in the summer, right? So that's good for them. So you would think that vegans would be rational to think, well, wool is needed for them, for their own temperature regulations. So it would be okay to buy wool or use wool. But nope. Then you come against the crosswalk. You already come across the barrier between rational and irrational, and the irrational people just don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to even think about it. So yeah.
Really? Shit. Okay, mate. That leads me to another question.
No involvement.
Okay, so we get that I can't eat an animal because that means I'd have to kill it, right? Which is suffering. And I can't have eggs or milk either that come from an animal, obviously. Could that be exploiting an animal? Somehow. I don't know, right? But what if I had no involvement with the animal at all? Like, say I'm walking along and I see a cow, right? And
yeah.
Oh my God, it drops dead right there and then. Lucky me. I mean, oh no, how sad.
Yeah, okay, I get what he means. Okay, yeah, okay, let him cook.
But listen, I didn't kill it, right? Or
True.
exploit it in any way. So since it's not breaking the two major rules of veganism, right? Can I not pop it on the grill and have some burgers with the boys?
No, because I've heard some statements from some vegans where they said that the reason why they don't eat meat is because they think of it as eating a human. Yep. They are so delusional that they think that eating human meat and animal meat is equivalent. Yeah. So you just can't win. You can't win in arguments because they're all irrational. And the rational people are not arguing with you, you know?
No! Just because it's dead doesn't mean you can now exploit it, you prick! What? Okay, what if I don't eat it, right? Maybe I'm just cold and I want its coat. No! Okay, what if I just want like a tooth to make a pretty necklace? No, great! No using dead animal, right? For any reason at all. Okay, fine. What about a nice leather sofa? No, great! Just checking. Listen, right, vegans basically hate one thing in life, right? And that's people who hurt and kill animals. But what I hate more than anything, right, is people hurting me by collecting and selling my data. Listen, everyone...
Oh, this is a segue to a VPN, isn't it? Skipping. Yeah, really cool. Alright, get your bag, but it's not mine, okay? Religion and veganism.
And a quick question for
okay.
any vegans who are religious, right? If God wanted us to be vegan, why is it that I cry when I cut into an onion, but not a chicken?
Damn. Damn. Okay. I gotta say, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, that's a really good point.
Because if God wanted me to be a vegan, right, surely he'd make me cry every time I cut into flesh and meat. But no, he makes me cry when I cut into an onion, a vegetable. Checkmate, vegans.
Mushrooms equals meat.
Another question, right? Can vegans eat mushrooms?
That's tough because mushrooms are breathing. So it depends on the way you subscribe or describe living. Mushrooms are able to breathe. Right? I think I'm right. Hold on. Let me fact check this before I sound like an idiot. Do mushrooms breathe oxygen or CO2? What gases do mushrooms produce? How do mushrooms breathe? Since mushrooms do not have the process of photosynthesis, they do not use carbon dioxide. Okay, but do they breathe though? That's what I wanna. Why can I not scroll? Hello? I would like to scroll. Why can I not? Why can I not scroll? What the fuck? fine. I'll do it myself. Okay, I can't find it. Okay. I think they do. Right? Jesus, what is with this? Okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna believe that the... What the fuck is with my... What the fuck is going on? Okay. Retry. Let's go.
But another question, right? Can vegans eat mushrooms? Now listen, I know you might hear that and think that's a stupid question, right? But apparently, according to science, mushrooms are genetically closer to humans than they are plant.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So if we go by that logic, right, doesn't that mean that if you eat mushroom, you're closer to being a cannibal than you are a vegan?
Damn.
Disgusting! Call yourself a vegan cannibal? Listen, so if you ever see a vegan eating a mushroom, right, you smack him in the face and make sure you turn the tables on him, right?
Oh, don't do that.
And lecture him on the inhumane food choices he's making. Fake vegan cunt. And that's the video. Listen, I've got more questions for vegans, right? Enough for 3 other videos, right? But I'll upload those another time. Let me know what you find the most annoying about vegans.
Oh boy. Okay, you can make more parts. I'm wondering what other like questions you could have had for like oh god, what is no. We're gonna make this a series. Questions I've always wanted to ask a trans person, gay person, feminist, black person, non-binary. Oh my days, no. Oh bro, listen. Honestly, I think he can pull it off. I think he can genuinely pull this off. If he wanted to, he could definitely pull it off. Yeah. I think he could. I think he could make a video about all these topics without actually getting cancelled. I think he can genuinely do that. But yeah, let me know what other questions you want to ask a vegan. But I one thing I do want to really preface is don't harass vegans, okay? Just because somebody's vegan, right? Doesn't mean they're lesser than you. However, if a vegan is pestering you about some stupid shit that you don't care about, either ignore it, obviously, or just, I don't know, argue back. I don't know. The best thing is to ignore it, because most of these guys are crazy.